Equus Awards are the most prestigious awards in South African horse racing, and of course it is absolutely imperative that a distinctive criteria is laid out, because it will tell you in the Equus Awards brochure that each and every horse that wins a category is eligible for Horse of the Year, whether you're the champion 2-year-old or whatever the case may be. It is very important that it is not just a sentimental vote to be Equus Horse of the Year. And GG Gaming are extremely proud to present the GG Horse of the Year. Well, we've come out to Blair Athol Stables this morning to meet a very, very handsome fella. His name is Picture Book. He's a son of JPEG, and he belongs to Julie Taylor, who's been a patron of Blair Athol Stables for quite some time. And he has taken to his new career like a duck to water. He's 9 years of age now. He's the sweetest horse. He's not exactly sure about the microphone or, for that matter, the camera. But Julie, first of all, how did he get into your possession for a start?
I was looking for a thoroughbred. I'd actually bought one already, and I was looking for another one, and I bought him from a thoroughbred dealer. She'd actually bought him off the track for herself, I think because he was just so pretty, but he was a bit unmanageable. So she kept him for a year. He didn't really do too much, and then she decided no, she needed to sell him on to somebody who could actually ride him. So that's how we ended up with him.
He's jumping a meter comfortably now, but it wasn't straightforward getting him to this level, was it?
No, not at all. We started with poles on the ground, and it's taken us, I would say, a good 4.5 years to get where we are. I hadn't ridden for 20 years, so I was now getting onto green horses and relearning myself as well as teaching the horses. So it's been a very, very satisfying journey.
Now, the interesting thing about Julie is that she's the daughter of a good friend of mine called Bernie Lane, who happens to be a partner with Paul Marks in quite a few horses. And he's a fantastic human being, great golfer, and a wonderful businessman as well. And the most important thing about this fella, Picture Book, is because he's by JPEG, who was a dual Equus Award winner. In 2007, he won champion 3-year-old, and in 2008, he won international champion of the whole season, and that is because he was victorious in the 4 classics in Cape Town, the Cape Classic. He won the Selangor, he won the Guineas, and he won the Derby. And of course, he went on to win the Duty Free and the Singapore International. So he is South Africa's all-time stake leading horse. And Julie's now going to jump on and take him for a spin.
Without being hugely sexist, I mean, a lot for the ladies. The thoroughbreds have got a huge part of my heart. The thoroughbreds can be a little finer, sometimes a little smaller, so for the younger girls coming off ponies, getting into horses and that type of thing, I think that guts goes a hell of a long way. I don't think that he's found his job hugely easy. He's quite leggy, he's quite long and lanky, and he was quite weak to start. It was quite interesting to watch him process all those difficult steps, learning to get off Julie's leg correctly, not running down the distances, holding his body at the point of takeoff, all that type of stuff. He was never bred to do that. His father is an out-and-out champion racehorse. You teach them how to jump the water tray on Tuesday, Wednesday they got it, Thursday they remember it, boy. And I think that goes a long way, building confidence and consistency with such amazing animals. I do think that Pix always aims to please. She's always smiling at the end of the lesson. When I can see teeth, the horses have done their jobs well, and look, I mean, a big thanks must go out to GG Gaming just for having this vision, just for wanting to take it to the people, for showing them a little bit of the afterlife, These horses that can gallop down the main straight can also go and do a really good 3-phase eventing test, for you, where they can do some dressage, do some show jumping, go gallop in the country with what they're good at. Once again, they have my respect. I think that respect is earned in my book, and I think that the warm bloods sort of come with their own little bit of cheeky respect. You know, they got the pedigree and the flash that goes with it, and the thoroughbreds often have to prove themselves. And I love that about them, because most of them are gutsy, because I think that's basically what the thoroughbred is based on. Even to the point of saying that, I mean, often racehorses, when they've finished their careers, are often a little tired, and they would maybe want to go to stud or go and relax a little bit. And I don't think that if you go and look at Julie's other horses' records, that they were amazing, you know. So it's less about the beginning of their life as opposed to sort of what can happen afterwards, and how much consistent joy they can bring people for you. I mean, their racing career is so short. If you go back in history with people with horsepower, it's fascinated mankind from the word dot, you know. So, I mean, you heard Julie has had picks for 4 years now. And I mean, I mentioned, should we sell this horse? And she wants to, you know, break down. She's never going to. They're her children, you know, they're part of her family. You know, I always say to her, when I get to ride the horses, I always commend her. And I say, you know, you've done a great job in producing these horses. They're a pleasure to ride. They're a pleasure to work with. I think it's difficult to sell that because it's all your hard work and your blood, sweat and tears. But, you know, there's only a handful of people that can ride the 140s. You know, there's a hell of a lot more people that just want to go and be, you know, ride in our beautiful sport, go and jump at the Easter show, go and jump at the President's Cup, and have affordable horses that they can go and do that on. And that's where the thoroughbreds fill that gap every time.
This is the first in a series of programs called the GG Gaming GG of the Year, to give you some sort of insight about the afterlife of these beautiful thoroughbreds.